the year. Is there any team heading into the season with lower expectations than the Arizona Cardinals?
Well, somebody pointed out to me this morning on the radio that Arizona, I think, might be the only team in the NFL now that we don't have a confirmed Week 1 starter at quarterback for. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone else is...
It's up in the air still, Colt McCoy and Clayton Tune.
Yeah, everybody else, I think, is either determined or almost certainly determined. I don't think the Texans, have they named Stroud officially? But it's going to be Stroud, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they've named him, but he's been the starter in the preseason.
So everybody,
that's the case.
It's either official for everybody or might as well be official. The Cardinals is the one where I think that's still, a battle between Colt McCoy and Clayton Tune with Kyler Murray on the shelf.
Yeah, it would be Kyler Murray, obviously, but he's hurt, and Clayton Tune, 5th-round pick. Okay, grade so far in the preseason, but yeah, it's between Clayton Tune and Colt McCoy. I mean, the reality for the Cardinals here in offseason where they've traded DeAndre Hopkins, they just traded Isaiah Simmons after turning down his 5th-year option. We see last year they were 4-13, projected for 6.6 wins. I'm a little surprised it's even that high, the PFF projection. But it already looks like, look, the Cardinals, they were wheeling and dealing at draft time. They've got 2 first-round picks next year, of course, their own, plus the Houston Texans. It's a transitional year for Arizona, mostly because Kyler Murray's hurt. Because he got hurt in December last year, and we don't know when he's going to be back. In addition to just parts of the roster being in transition, the front 7 is just full of unknowns, including Dennis the Barbarian Gardeck. So he's in there. He's a known, but he's filled with,
we know the
next to
Barbarian.
all unknowns. So, it's tough to project Arizona for more than just a few wins. But that's okay. You just got to know what you're getting into if you're a Cardinals fan, right?
Yeah, it's fairly rough looking in a lot of places, this roster. Even where they have either name recognition or some theoretical strength, it's very young. Like that receiving core, top to bottom, it's not bad. Marquise Brown, the sort of one, alpha wide receiver. Michael Wilson, the Stanford rookie, looks like he's going to be the other starter. I think he's a really potentially impressive player, even right out of the gate. Rondale Moore is now their kind of primary slot guy. Greg Dortch behind him has shown some ability. Trey McBride at tight end is somebody that had insane potential coming out, was a slow starter as a rookie. Zach Ertz is now back. And the backfield, James Conner, that's a good group. It may be young and unproven, but kind of like if you like Green Bay's, I think there's reason to like this group as well. The problem is Kyler Murray, the quarterback that's supposed to be getting them the ball, is hurt at the moment, and the options outside of that are Colt McCoy or a low-round rookie in Clayton Tune, and the offensive line might not be great because it's a group of tackles and then problems inside.
Yeah, I'm with you on the group of playmakers there that you laid out and some of the intrigue there. The offensive line situation that you're talking about, we've said a bunch of times on the podcast here. DJ Humphries is locked in as the left tackle, making about $17 million a year. They just draft Paris Johnson at number 6 overall. He's slated probably to play right tackle this year. They brought Kelvin Beachum back, who's been a very solid right tackle. He's that guy, that tackle that I was telling every team to sign back during free agency if you want to get production on the cheap. Beachum slated to be a backup. And then the great Josh Jones, who had an excellent season last year as they moved him back to tackle. So Arizona does have plenty of tackles. Josh Jones has struggled at guard, so he's probably not going to kick back inside. Beachum is a tackle only. Right now, Yeldy Froholt, unproven center. Will Hernandez coming off his best season. Elijah Wilkinson probably slated to play guard. It's not a great offensive line, but certainly the strength is at tackle. As of right now, Josh Jones still on the team. I don't even know if Arizona's shopping him. It just seems like he's got one year left on his deal, and he was playing good football last year at left tackle, this year at left and right tackle in the preseason. Kelvin Beachum, for some of those tackle-needy teams around the league, for Arizona, who should just continue to accumulate draft picks, it kind of makes sense to maybe shop those guys.